Welcome, pool fans, back to Louisville and the 18th Derby City Classic and the Bigfoot Challenge, playing on this beautiful diamond, 10x5, 16 of the very best players in the entire world. It's our second match today, still in round one, and let's go on and introduce the players. First of all, he's the #1 ranked player currently in the world, 10-ball 2015 champion and the World Cup of Pool champion. Sponsored by Cyclop Pool Balls from Chinese Taipei. Let's hear it for Ko Pin Yi. And our next competitor once broken ran 7 straight racks here at the Bigfoot Challenge. World 9-ball champion. He's from Manila in the Philippines, sponsored by Bear Q and Puyat Sports. Let's hear it for Francisco Bustamante. Scott Smith's going to be officiating. We're going to lag for the break, and I'm going to send it to the guys upstairs in the booth. Good luck.
Welcome, everyone. We have one great match after the other. Next up, yet another first-round matchup that sounds like a finals of a world championship. Francisco Bustamante, Ko Pin Yi, 10-ball, race to 11. It's Mark Wilson and Danny D'Alberto on the call. Danny, what does Ko Pin Yi look to do here in this match?
Well, I'll tell you, we all know Bustamante, but I make the Taipei player the favorite. He is the current world champion, and I watched him play in the U.S. Open. He didn't do real well. Karen Kaur beat him early, and then in the next tournament, he got even. He beat Karen Kaur, so he's a great player. And like Mark Wilson likes to say, that the Taipei players are dominating pool right now, because in the top 6, 4 of them are in there. Amazing. And this guy has a younger brother that looks like he's about 10.
Yeah, Ko Pin Yi is the current WPA #1 rated player, current world champion. Bustamante's won the leg. He'll be breaking. All ball fouls. Single elimination. Boosty, cue ball got away. Exactly how you do not want to start a match. Win the leg and break and scratch. And that was not a break where the cue ball was kissed in, but rather the cue ball got away from Boosty. Boosty, widely regarded as the most powerful breaker in the sport. Ko Pin Yi figures to be a very precise position player. All the Taipei players, Republic of China, have very compact swings. Great discipline, bring a great attitude to the game.
That's the right angle you want to go from the 2 to the 3. There's really nothing tied up.
Now the 6 and 7 lined up pretty nice. 3 all.
6 and 7 is a combination that looks dead on, so that's not a problem.
Used to be for many years, I always regarded as the Philippine players to be the best players in the world, but I think now maybe Taipei has surpassed the Philippines in terms of channeling up and dedicating themselves. They have a school where they train on a regular basis. Wednesday is jump cue day at the school, where you shoot all shots with jump cues, practicing your jumps. And that just goes to the structure and discipline that's led them to become very dominant on the world stage.
And the Filipinos, they were rated the best players in the world. There wasn't anyone close. But now the Taipei players, like Mark said, with training and all that, they learned pool, and they're all great players. And they love the game. Well, that could have been a little better, but it's going to be all right. He's going to have to go 2 rails now to the 8. He's got to avoid side pockets because he's going that path.
This be a pretty shot. Good shot. For once, he really didn't need an angle. He has the angle, which that's not going to be a big problem. But had he fallen straight in on the 8, that would have been a time where it would have been quite useful. Good look there at a very compact stroke. Not much up and down movement. Keeps his body super still.
He got perfect.
We do not know the level of familiarity that he has on a 10-foot table, as we suspect that there's not many of them in Chinese Taipei. 1-0 Kopinyi over Bustamante.
In Kopinyi, the initials are KO, like a fight game. Knockout.
It's only 23 years old, so he's still a long time here. We're getting some youth into the sport, Danny.
That's
Have you
what
noticed?
we need.
Yeah, we got a little
We
spark
always
here.
talk about it. We need youth. Now, we need American youth. We got a few of them that Mark has trained a little bit, and they're playing later.
Oh, yeah, the
9
9 o'clock. Yeah,
That's two of them. Two of the best young players in the world.
really is. Skylar Woodward, Justin Bergman, he's talking about, both of them. Kind of like the Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid of the Pro Pool Tour here in America. Great attitudes. Well, now we get our first look at Kopinyi's break. 4 and 5, right behind the 1.
They usually go in the side pocket. Well, he made a ball.
Made a couple balls, got a shot on the 1. At this year's U.S. Open, where they racked the 9 on the spot, Danny and I were both disappointed that both Kopinyi and Kopin-Chung persisted in breaking super soft and really cost themselves the tournament because they just were never winning any games from their break. They were having a gunfight with the other great players time after time, and it finally took its toll. Conversely, their countryman, Kevin Chang, he broke, and with great effect, he was making a couple balls and playing position on the 1. He really had it dialed in there, and he became the U.S. Open champion 2015.
He could call the 10 if he doesn't want to run the balls. The 10 is sitting pretty good. He could bank the 2 into it.
I don't think he'll do that.
He
The
won't
10's
do
not
that.
hanging, yeah.
Because they're all wide open. You know, if the balls are open, run them. But if something were tied up, he would be banking at this 10, I'm sure.
Forced the angle there. Great shot. Pretty good control, speed-wise. Got the nice angle to thread the cue ball between the 8 and 9. Position for the 6, and he just wants to be mindful of getting an angle to get across the table for the 7. He may draw. He may be able to draw without having to go between the 2 balls. Determined what he's going to do. Looks like he's queuing up for draw. No, he went between them. Little side spin to create an angle. Perfect.
Yeah, he got the angle he needed to go to the 7.
For just jumping up here cold in the first round of the 10-ball action here, he seems like he has this table dialed in pretty good early on.
Well, he warmed up. He practiced on this table earlier.
Sometimes warm-up, though, is a little bit different in terms of like when the lights go on, things
You're
feel
right.
a little different.
But he was ready to play when he came here.
Yeah, he certainly is displaying that.
From Chinese Taipei. I've been there. I don't know if you have, Mark.
A couple times.
Yeah. Interesting country.
They love pool. We went to the pool room to make a pool game practice let me watch this shot. I'll finish my story. Playing the 8 on the 10. He's called the 10. This is a call shot game. Successfully completes that break and run out and leads the match 2-0. While I was there, Danny, we went to the pool room, play a match, and they cleaned up the table and everything. And then one guy took a bath towel, put all the balls in the bath towel, and folded it in such a way, and he went like this, and spilled them out on the table, and looked like they come out of a ball polisher. It was amazing. I've tried to fold.
Ball polisher. I've tried about it.
No, I know, but I'm just saying the way you fold. I've tried to fold a bath towel every kind of a way. I can't even remember. Instead, I bought a $500 machine. But I'm just saying, it was amazing the way, and they just did it so effortlessly. I've always been amused by that. Never forgot that experience. But this is not the way Boosty wanted to start. Unforced error on the break. Now it's cost him at least 2 games and counting.
Yeah, maybe more.
Yeah, Kopinyi's break was devastatingly effective. The first one, even if he doesn't get a good shot on the one, if he just gets first chance to play safe, it's powerful. So that unforced error will average about 1.1, 1.2 games with pros, and then you'll probably be kicking for your life when you get your next turn. Good break there. Dry break. Yep. Kopinyi did not need to call the 10 ball. He just can't win with the 10 on the break. We're informed. It's not a call shot game at all. Sometimes they do play 10 ball that way. In this particular case, it's not.
Boosty played a good save. Kopinyi will be kicking at this ball. I imagine he'll hit it. But you got to be careful with this because you kick behind it, you could scratch. Ball sometimes goes off the inside and goes into the other pocket. Good hit. He made it.
Yeah, he did. Now he's hooked again, looks like.
Yeah, he is.
Thinking about getting out the jump cue, maybe. Thinking about kicking.
No jump cues. You got to jump with your own cue that you're playing with.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Thinking about jumping it. Yeah, no, good point. No jump cues allowed. All ball fouls, too. Referee Scott Smith out there observing.
Good hit.
Yeah, he shows no weaknesses, does he? He kicks everything, plays good tight position, breaks well.
That's why he's ranked number 1. Boosty, of course, has been a great competitor and champion, and he's in the Hall of Fame, the BCA Hall of Fame. But I'm afraid that he might be winding down his career. He's not as formidable as he's been, but that looked pretty formidable.
Yes, it did.
But he got not a good roll. I mean, he rolled right on to 3. He's got nothing but a safe.
It takes quite a bit of cue ball travel, but he might be looking or thinking about trying to pin the cue ball underneath the 8. It would not be an easy shot to execute. They seldom go for safeties of that nature just because they're so dangerous to play.
Because you're not going to leave distance if you don't snooker the guy. That's why. He hit it. Did he go behind the 8?
Boy.
No. But he did go behind the 8 and I think he snookered him with the 10, although,
I think it's cuttable on the side,
yeah, an edge is sticking out.
but he's not even thinking. He's thinking about going in the corner. I think the way he's landing. Now he's going to look into the side. So I guess he was just measuring it up. He knew it went in the side. He just wanted to see if he could make it in the corner. Seems to still be having a little bit of an internal debate about which pocket. So he's back to the corner. He's going to skip the edge of the 10 with this. No. Side pocket.
Tried to play it in the side, but he overcut it a hair.
And he
sold out.
Well, he even needed to skip the edge to play it in the side, so you were right. Yes, he wouldn't have jacked up like that if he was just going to go play it in the side, if it would go where he didn't need to skip. Now Boosty comes to the table with an obstructed pocket there. The 9-ball slightly in the way. 9-ball is in a location that makes it a tough combination, but then you have to shoot past it, but do a half a pocket.
I think he's shooting it right in.
That's what I mean, to a half a pocket. No, he's playing the
He
combo.
played the
Look at
nine.
that shot.
Beautiful.
Wow. That's raining death from above when you start firing in combos like that. That was a good foot from the pocket.
Yeah, that was not easy. But Bustamante, one of the great Filipino players
Oh, yeah.
that we were talking about, one of the reasons that we were talking that Filipinos dominated pool for a while, and we got a bunch of those right now that play pretty well. Of course, we got the great Efren Reyes.
You know, beforehand, I was talking to Derek down there on the floor, and he was asking me who I fancied in this match. And I don't know Copigny's game near as well as I know Bustamante's game, and I don't necessarily feel that he's lost much, if anything. He's still relatively young, and I told him I would have to take Bustamante.
Well, actually, you could throw all the names in a hat and pick them that way.
No, that's true too. Yeah, I mean, we're all great players. Any of these could be the finals of a world championship, and it would be an appropriate match. So, but Boosty on the 10-foot table, I've watched him for years. I just have implicit faith in his abilities.
That's straight in. He's going to draw the ball.
Super powerful
Little
stroke.
spin.
Does Bustamante have?
He got good on the 10.
Bustamante earns his way back into the table with a good safety. Runs him out. 2-1, Copigny over Bustamante, but Bustamante will be breaking. That's Copigny's brother, Copin Chung, sitting behind him there on our screen. He's even younger, and while Copigny is the number one, Copin Chung kind of had his number in the last 3 tournaments, has beaten him repetitively. Nobody else can do it, but his younger brother can. Boosty looks like a fierce warrior, but he's really a teddy bear when you talk to him.
You're
He's
right.
always cheerful, positive. Very personable. He's a little bit like Alex Pagulayan in that way. Boosty takes a little bit off his break, squares it up. Look at the ball action there, Danny. Is he going to get a shot?
No.
Maybe a bank shot at the best. Yeah, you know, Boosty really does have a personality very similar to Pagulayan's in that, you know, how Pagulayan's kind of effervescent and everybody loves him and he's funny, and Boosty's that way. Not quite as outgoing.
He's banking at this. I think he's got a kiss. Not anymore, I don't think it.
Probably hurt him a little bit, though, trying to avoid the kiss where he had to hit a little bit fatter, maybe. And
But he
little
hit
more
it
pace.
good enough for it to pocket.
yeah, he hit pretty good. It hung up, and now I'm not sure if this shot's easily makeable. Apparently not. He's not just jumping down to shoot it. Well, maybe. Rail first, he's got to go, Danny.
Yeah. It's pretty well hanging, so I think if you hit it, you're going to make it, even if you double kiss it. I think he's got it. Case of, can he get position? Well, the 2 is out in the open, but I don't know if it has a pocket. Does it go by the 9?
It does, yeah. He's got
It looks like it, yeah.
full on clearance, yeah. That was a good shot.
And he doesn't have too far to go to get to the 3.
Looks like if he puts some backspin in with low right, he can hold it enough for the 4 next.
Yeah, he can almost get to where he is right now with the cue ball.
Does require a stroke, though, because the cue ball doesn't easily want to go there. You're going to have to make a pretty good shot. That's why he's taking a moment here.
The speed is important, too. You don't want the rail to push it before the draw takes.
He's doing something different. It's going forward.
Good choice.
Boy, executed
Especially
that
if you
beautifully.
can hit it this good.
Yeah, pure as could be.
Good player. Maybe eventually be a great player.
Plays at a pretty fast pace, too, doesn't he?
I like that. I like that.
That's the thing. These guys are so familiar with playing. There's no sense pondering these things because the majority of it comes up every day that they play.
Yeah, there's nothing to think about with great players. You know what you're going to do. You don't have to study it over and over.
Yeah, maybe 1% of the shots would require deep thought, or not very many at that point. Now, when you're beginning with less experience, then things are ponderous. Landed just a little funny on the 8 here for getting on the 9.
Yeah, he might have to draw it. No, look where he went.
And tried to
Forward.
check it up, yeah.
Now position gets a little trickier. He's got to hit the rail with left-hand English to get a shot on the 10.
Yeah, 3 balls out there and everything seemed to be good. Now, is he going to go 3 rails around the table, or 4 rails, I guess? No,
Yeah,
he's looking at no. It looked like the inside he was going with.
Yeah, I think he can go 1 rail and get almost where he is now.
He's taking the inside off. Now he's going to go just low.
That was disaster. That's because he didn't get great position. He had to do something extra, and it caused him to miss. He did the 3 cushion and fell on the 10, but you got to make the ball for it to count.
This is Bustamante's best shot. I thought he was going to back cut it if he goes the other way, but he's amazing with inside spin, 3 cushions around. Doesn't look like he needs to play it that way. He's going to play it to his right in the corner and just stun it off the long rail end rail. Oh,
Yeah,
Boosty.
he stunned his wallet.
Yeah, he missed that by a good bit. It's left a bank now.
Yeah, it looks like he did. You could shoot it, because position comes with it.
Takes his time locking in on this bank. Great bankers really do put good strokes on the ball.
No problem.
Rifles in the bank. Cross side. Routine 10 ball. And Copigny lays claim to a 3-1 lead.
Extends his lead now 3 games to 1.
Jeff Conway right behind Bustamante there. He's snookered now, but he backs a lot of players.
Yeah, he always keeps a stable of stars, that's for sure. The who's who or a Hall of Fame collection of players. He once told me it never used to be that way. He used to have guys that would struggle, but now he just goes for the absolute guys that can really get the job done. Rack 5 just about to get underway. Copigny at the table breaking, leading 3-1. Five
There
ball,
is the second ball. Cubo's going to rest in the pocket. Look, it looks like it's leaning over the edge.
It does.
Don't hit the table or it might fall.
He could try to fan and back cut the 1, but the cue ball is going to really be hot to do so. And this being a 5x10 table, these shots are just another 25% more challenging than they are on a 4.5x9.
Yeah, he looks like if he cuts it right, he's going to go into the 2. He did. He didn't get really rewarded. He can hit the ball.
But he didn't make the 1, so.
Oh, he didn't make the 1.
Boosty's got to look at maybe going rail first here. I don't know what he has. The 10 ball slightly impeding him, I would say.
He's going to have to massay it a little bit. Hit the rail. Make the 1. Good shot.
Boy, what a
He's
shot.
going to have position, too.
That's a Hall
Look
of
at
Fame
that
effort.
shot. Well, a little thin. Might have to forget the position there. Play it safe.
Can't be harsh about the judgment regarding playing position. He had to spin that quite a little bit and make it, and then get enough pace on there and get the cue ball close to the 2. Going to play it safe here.
Has enough balls to get him with.
Oh, great job there. He was safe all the way. This is one of those out in the middle kicks where you're just kicking to hit. There's not a whole lot of shots that you can play from this type of a position other than to just try to preserve not giving up ball in hand. My coach used to tell me it pays to hit him, and that's what he meant, that you would sometimes get lucky and get a backdoor safety or luck it in this fashion.
How about making it straight in?
Yep. That's what he would say. It pays to hit him.
Yep. You can't make it if you don't hit it. Now he's got a tricky shot. He can cut it in the side. The cue ball, like you say, is going to be hot.
Yeah, it'd be
Now
screaming.
he's looking in the corner. The corner might be a tougher shot, but it has position with it. That's why he's shooting the 3 in the corner. He'll have position if he makes it.
Good execution there. Not an easy shot to have to come
Great
back
shot.
with.
Great shot.
Yeah, in this very rack, Bustamante played a tremendous safety. Forced Copigny to have to make a shot that, just to try to stave off an instant loss. And now here he is. He's manufactured something from virtually nothing. He's well on his way to winning this rack.
Well, this is not easy. He's going to use some right-hand English to go 1 rail to the 7. So he went 2 rails. I thought he could do either, but he thought this was best. And right now, it looks like he was right.
Yeah, with a bridge, going inside English 2 is even more
Right.
dangerous. So I guess he felt better with outside.
Yeah. Easier to pocket, too. Good shot.
Yeah, he cleanly strikes the pocket, no question about that. And that really helps your direction and ball speed. Not just getting them to fall in. That's what amateurs do. These pros are playing parts of the pocket on most all shots from 3/4 range and on in. Nice hit there. Yeah, he doesn't make problems for himself. This is not going to be a guy that beats himself. 4-1, Copigny in front.
Copigny sits his lead 4 games to 1 now as we head into rack 6.
Well, when you were in Chinese Taipei, did you happen to go to the snake farm?
I did not.
At 1 every day, the mongoose fights the cobra. And the mongoose wins all the time.
Oh, really? No, I didn't know
And
this.
then they drink the blood of the snake.
I see. None of that holds appeal to me.
I know.
Just so you know. I like the pool matches and everything. That was good.
You don't like to see snakes fight mongooses?
No, I probably would if I was there. It's not. I wouldn't go out of my way, though. I mean, it's not like a top priority. Excuse me. Copigny breaking, leading 4-1. And Bustamante did very little wrong. He scratched on the break one time, and this rack he lost. Played a great safety. Copigny kicked one in. Now he's made a break. And looks like he's on his way to possibly running another game.
Yeah, he's going to have to get to the 2 probably in the same pocket as the 1. It looks the natural path. Or he could play the combination, too. See, he put the stick, they all like to point where they want the cue ball, and he pointed to where he's going to play position for the 2, I believe.
Good ball speed
Oh, yeah,
there.
look at that.
Yeah.
Any harder, he would have had a tough shot on the 2. Now he's got the natural angle. If he could avoid hitting the 4, got the natural angle to go to the 3.
You know, what's really interesting, too, is that he played the shot this way because he didn't have to manipulate the cue ball much, but he had to allow the cue ball to travel just a little bit further. It would have made it the easiest shot, but it was the highest percentage yield. And these guys have the game down to a fine science regarding those decisions.
Yeah, they know how to play. They're not just ball makers.
Well, he missed it by a good bit there. You know, and the other component that goes along with that is you have to play 8 hours, 10 hours a day over a sustained long period of time to get it down where it's refined like this.
A pool is a very demanding game. You got to play every day if you want to excel.
It's so intricate and so involved, and that's why you peak at a much later age as well. Most sports 25 to 35. I would say pool much more closer to 35 to 50 would be your peak years.
You're right. Joe Balsas used to say that he played his best pool when he became 45.
Good speed there.
Yep. Just has to go forward a little to have the perfect angle on the 9 to get to the 10.
Left-handed shot.
Yeah. Most of the Filipinos shoot both hands, and it's very big, especially on a 5x10. Prevents using the bridge a lot.
Two games Bustamante, Copini 4.
The winner of this match will move on and face Efren Reyes tomorrow. 4-2 right now.
One time I had Efren Reyes at my house, and I was excited to have him play on my table, Danny. We were playing, and we played about a half hour, and he played just like he always does, just ran out. And I was so excited about it, I didn't really think he even mentioned that my table's a 5x10. So we were just playing a half hour in, and he hasn't made any mistakes at all, and I'm marveling at his game, and he looks at me like this, table too big. and I go, oh, yeah, it's 5x10. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. But, I mean, it didn't affect him. He just wanted to let me know that he did recognize that I've slipped in a Mickey on him, but it didn't stop him.
Great guy.
Yeah. We've had so many fun times together. We were just laughing about some of our experiences in the Philippines right before I came up to the booth. Boosty. Good break. Made a ball. Another
Made
ball.
2 ball.
Shot.
He's got a shot.
What's the old 2 ball going to do to him? He's pretty straight.
Well, I think he can play for the 2 inside, and that'll get him to the 3.
Doesn't look like he can work the cue ball much closer to the 2.
Well, you'll have to go forward a little, take a little longer shot, but I think position 2 to the 3 will be easily accomplished. Just make the 1, go forward maybe 5-6 inches. You'll have the perfect angle.
Looks like he's seeing it your way, although you never know with him. He's winding up pointing on the left side and he'll hit the center or something. No? 2 cushion. What a nice shot.
Beautiful.
Oh, very artistically played there. He really made something out of that. Got a lot closer to the 2 and got a lot closer to on angle. Now you just follow forward and bounce away from the side rail here about 8 inches. Yeah, he got a lot done with that first shot.
Now I think he's got to come back a little bit. He can go 2 rails to the 5 off the 4. No, he's going to do it differently. This is not the automatic position. He's going to have to draw the ball 1 rail. He's got the stroke to do that.
That's one thing Bustamante does not lack is power. Breaking or drawing, he can make any shot. He's also smart enough to recognize not to just let that out all the time. He tries to be judicious with the use of it. He was able to stun.
Oh, yeah, he cheated the pocket a little, created an angle.
That was a tremendous shot there. Yeah, it really was. He got a lot accomplished there from very little. Still just a little bit of a funny angle here. You just take the natural, just roll it up there and take a little bit longer. I could be able to work it close to the 6, but be on angle.
Fine.
Great mental focus and intensity here on display by both players.
Ooh, never a doubt.
Boosty.
He's not happy about that, but it went in.
And see, he was not planning for the cue ball to rattle on its way in. That's why the cue ball drifted so much further. He didn't lose near as much speed into the object ball as he intended, but he's just blessed to even have that ball drop in, because that will be hanging up here in another 2 days. Look at that tip. It never even gets up close to the cue ball till the final one. He kind of sneaks up on the cue ball with the tip. Uses the good pace, hits the middle of the pocket. Good recovery there. He scrambled there for the out. Great time for Bustamante's first break and run out of the match. He now trails 4-3. Yeah, this is a good tussle. This is really good. It's got my blood flowing here earlier today.
Well, this is your favorite tournament anyway.
Yeah, it is.
10 ball.
10-foot table. And single elimination, race to 11 with big prizes. So just get 16 elite players and see how it shakes out. Yeah, these are just the best players, plain and simple. There's nothing more to it than that. 16 of the best, and throw them in the hat, draw them out. 9 and 5, 2 balls right behind the one. They've been finding the side pockets with some regularity. Not this time. They have to rely on something else.
Something went.
2 ball. Boosty has a bank here now available.
It's a pretty easy bank, too, if there's such a thing. I think there is, especially like this. He's right-handed. He could reach it. He'll make it, I believe. I wouldn't bet against him making it.
Yeah, we figure that he would be favored to make it, that's for sure. Banks are missable. And what might cause it if he's trying to do something with the cue ball to play position?
No problem.
Good decision, good execution.
Oh, you didn't want to hit that ball.
It was hard to do much with the cue ball, though. Yeah, I understand he was trying to get on top of it, but he didn't want to overpower the shot there and risk missing either. So you just have to go ahead and work a little bit harder now. Didn't really get the ideal position, but still within his grasp. He figures to be successful with the shot. Little inside spin, I think we'll see here. 2 cushions. No inside spin. He just went all about ball pocketing with accuracy.
Yeah, he split the wicket.
Good decision.
That's what Weenie Beanie used to call it. A wicket.
Looks like Boosie's got to cheat the pocket a little bit here because he's so straight in to create any kind of an angle.
Well, when the ball's this close to the pocket, you could cheat better.
Yep. Bumped into the backside of the 6. Guess he's going to play position to play the 7 in the side. Same side of the table that he's intending. Yeah, he's going to go over there or in the corner. He could go. Once again, this is just make sure you get the ball down. So don't add any difficulty position-wise, requirement-wise. That's not going to be accepted.
Yeah, he overcut it. Not easy, but he overcut it.
It was not an easy shot, and we're seeing a very high standard here because there's not many enforced errors with the exclusion of Bustamante's scratch on the opening break and the fact that he missed that ball, but it was not an easy shot. It's about the only unforced errors I've seen, and we've seen a couple things happen great from good safety play and a couple good kicks. This would be yet another one.
Oh, boy, that was tougher to miss than to make once you hit it that good.
Yeah, good point. He's got all the game. He's got the billiard side of the game, the kicking, safeties, breaks well, compact swing.
People play for years and they don't know the difference of going into the rail with a high ball or low ball.
That's very true.
And it's a big, big deal to know. Helps you in many kicks. We're going to see a safe here. Oh boy, that was a good shot. He stiffened that ball so greatly. I didn't think he could do that. It looked wide, but he stiffened it.
Still got to make some position here now, so he's going to have to make some kind of a shot. It's not just routine ball speed.
Well, he did that.
Gorgeous outcome. Aims at the center. Now you go high on the last stroke. That's just Bustamante since the 80s. Everything I would teach not to do,
Yeah.
Bustamante does it. He's repeating, consistent. Our score is now tied. And I think, not trying to be contrary or argumentative, but I just don't see Bustamante's lost a step. This is the same guy I've seen since the 80s. I mean, he's playing fantastic pool. If you said Efren, my man, has lost a step, I got to go along with you there. It's not quite the same guy that we're used to seeing over the years, but Bustamante, he's right there. Great standards here, 864, 867. Balls pocketed 38, 39. That pretty much tells it all. Each player with 6 airs. Each player with a break and run out.
That's why the score is 4-4.
Very entertaining match. As my wife, Karaoke Kathy, says, if you don't like this, there's something wrong with you. Now, she generally doesn't apply at the pool because she's not a huge pool fan. She just likes the players. But
Well, you're lucky to have a woman like that.
yeah, she's golden.
I talked to her.
She puts up with me. All my
Oh, yeah,
things.
you're really tough to put up
I
with.
can be, yeah, because what
You're
it
a
is.
marshmallow, pal.
No, what it is, Danny, is that I think I'm perfect. And so that gets annoying at times. And every once in a while, I purposely do something wrong so she doesn't feel so bad about herself, you know. So
Just to prove you're not
just,
perfect.
Just to be jumping. No. But anyway, no, I always make jokes. But I love her dearly. Well, 2-ball doesn't look like it's easy.
You're lucky. How long you been married?
Let's see, 26 years, counting both wives.
Yeah, you're lucky to be able to talk like that. 'Cause I used to take my wife everywhere, so I didn't have to kiss her goodbye.
Hey, how do you determine? Do you just do both wives, or you just do the last one, or what do you do? I said 26 years counting both wives.
I don't like to think about all of them.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
No, we've been married 13 years. 14, I guess. Coming up on 14.
Well, this ball slopped in past the 3. It looks like he's doing that.
Oh, off the 9.
Off the rail and off the 9.
Come on, what a shot that was.
That was a great shot.
That really, that's creative and well executed. You know, thought out, designed, and then executed. Usually those 3 things make it so difficult that you just can't do it all.
I know yesterday Bustamante was sitting there when Efren was playing, and he was pulling hard for Efren.
You talk about me being an Efren fan. You know, Boosty, Efren is his hero. He's always looked up to Efren.
Good hero.
They traveled together for many years. support each other, have played against each other a great deal.
You got good on this because he won't be on the cushion when the shot is over. And the true role of the diamond table made that easy.
Yeah, this is gorgeous playing because it's not easy. It's looking easy, but none of it's easy. Economy of cue ball travel there. Bustamante's going to pick up his second break and run out of the match here. Nice time. Going to put himself in front. 5-4.
Put your hands together, folks.
And that's vintage Bustamante right there. He was down 4-1. Doesn't slow him down. The standard very high. We've watched a lot of great matches in this event already, just starting this 9-day run of the Derby City Classic. But this is something special here.
He's won 4 in a row now.
Got my adrenaline up. Could be more energized to watch some more pool. This is one of these matches where nobody's really going to lose. We're just going to run out of time for one player if they continue at this pace. Bustamante breaking, 5-9 right behind the head ball.
2 ball.
Yep. That's one thing in Bustamante. Making balls in the break has never, ever been an issue. Other people struggle with it. Even though, sometimes you get a funny table or something. Bustamante's never had that issue.
I did.
I know. All of us have, except for He doesn't even know what we go through.
I
He's so
had
used
the
to-
worst break on earth.
Now, what's he doing here? He's going to kick safe? Is that what he's trying?
Nice shot.
Looks like he
Gonna get
executed
him,
it.
too.
Yeah. That's a good shot. You lose a game, Bustamante breaks and runs out of game, then he makes the ball in the break, then he kicks safe. Now you're up here trying to slow roll down. Does it even go there? Yeah, good shot. Good
Oh,
shot.
he double kissed it in. The cue ball was going to go in the pocket, but
I mean, it's phenomenal, the quality of the play that we're seeing here.
yeah.
And every match has had a high standard. This is even higher.
Oh, look at that shot.
Great shot.
Really. He's got the angle now to go to the 5. Well, I wouldn't have hit him. The ball went. Don't hit him.
Is he going to try to play a billiard on the 10 here, it looks like?
I think he's going to need a little left-hand English to do this.
And a super light hit. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he can do it with left-hand English. But he doesn't. He's doing it.
He's banking. He's banking his
Yeah.
5 ball, I think. Yeah,
Good shot.
it was.
That position. People love that. He's another one that can shoot both hands.
Yeah, he's going to do something a little special with this one. That's not an easy, routine
He's
left-handed
going to go
shot.
2 rails to it, right about where the 9 is.
Very smooth.
Good shot.
Not even close to ever missing.
Well, they think Miss is an unmarried girl. He's very calm.
Yeah, he's going to tie the match up here at 5. And once again, it's all based on it's a kick. Boosty played a good safety yet again. Ko kicked, hit it, made the ball, ran out. I mean, I call that creating something from nothing, and that's what we're seeing here. Really inspiring pool. 5-5 is our score.
16 of the very best in the world is the Bigfoot Challenge, and we are all tied up. 5 games apiece.
Tournament official today, Scott Smith.
Let's see the bank shot that he made, the 5. And he billiarded the 6.
Phenomenal.
Great player. And he's the youth that we want in the game, Mark.
Yeah. Early 20s. His brother's younger yet. I mean, good Lord. Skylar Woodward's 22. Quite a number of players, 26, 27. The old guys are in their mid-30s. And there's a few dinosaurs left.
Don't. I don't like
Don't
that
take
word.
it personal. I'm not talking
I'm
about the
gonna-
people in the field, not the
No.
commentary booth here.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to be fit to hang into these tournaments that play at this level to be able to support the mental intensity and focus that's required.
Yeah, and it isn't just physical stamina you need. You need the concentration stamina, because that could get tired.
Well, I think the physical supports that. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
You need
the
to be
be-
fit to hold that
That's
peak
right.
focus. That's why Meseret can never hold
The better
up.
shape you are on physically, the better mentally you are. No doubt about that.
5-5 our score, co-breaking. 4 and 5 right behind the 1. The break. Something go in. No, dry break. Bustamante looking at the long cut on the 1 ball.
As a 2 is near the pocket, so I don't think he'll have any problem getting position if he makes it, which he did.
Pretty shot.
Good shot.
Pretty shot. Pretty to watch.
Now he's going to go 2 rails, play the 3 in the other corner, I believe. And he can play left-handed. Oh, he's playing for the side. Well, he didn't get the right angle. Now it's going to be tricky with the 4. Got a lot of balls in the path of the cue ball when he makes the 3. That's why he's thinking. Nice shot.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Super soft speed. Nice to have the weight and girth of the one-piece 5x10 slate that Diamond puts in these. One-piece slate. No slate seams to deal with. And so within 2 shots, after getting just a little bit out of line, Bustamante's worked himself back into line pretty well.
Now, no more problems here. I think he's got the angle to go 1 rail. That's what he did. Don't get straight now. Well, he's got an angle. Go to the 7.
Yeah, he might go rail first here, too.
Yeah, that'll create a better angle. Yeah, he will.
Yeah, Boosty's playing good.
He's thinking properly also. I guess that's part of playing good.
Yeah, he's thinking and executing. A very inspired pool right here. You know, and Bustamante's credit, he's played 2 safeties and lost games from them because Co kicked them in, and they were good safeties. They were not routine hits. And both times Co kicked them in and ran out. So Bustamante here, 5-5 and looking to go 6-5 in front, has played just phenomenal pool. Nope, I pretty much jinxed him on that. Fell just a little bit short on that.
Oh, no, you're not going to do that.
I didn't want to.
He's going to get the bridge. I think he's getting the bridge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He wants the bridge. Yeah, he's not suicidal or anything.
No, he looked like he was trying to twist.
I think he was kind of making a joke of the fact that it wasn't quite the way. Look at how far his tip is from the cue ball. Boosty, what are you doing? Never is good for your timing. But doesn't bother him. Bustamante spots you 8 inches to the cue ball. 6-5, Bustamante in front.
6-5.
Okay, look at these scores here. 887, 909. The Beatles got a wonderful song, one after the 909, as we go to a player timeout. Okay, everybody, we're back. Look at those stats, 887, 909, Bustamante and Co. Remarkable standard. Bustamante will be breaking. Race to 11, single elimination. It's do or die. Here comes the 5 ball towards the side pocket. The 4 ball went in. 2 ball went in.
Well, he had the 1 until the 7 got in the way.
Danny, would you be opposed to eliminating the push-out rule?
I was just thinking exactly that. I think you're gambling, you're breaking. Wherever the ball stopped, kick, do anything, but I don't like to push out. I don't.
No, it's like an appendix. To me, it would be so much easier to explain to fans the rules if you could just say it's one foul, ball in hand. Instead of, except after the first break, in which case the incoming player then has a decision to make where he can declare a foul, push out, the other player can put him back in. People don't understand it, and then really it's kind of outdated. You have to push out to a kick or a jump or something that you had to begin with. So
I remember when it was 2 fouls, I played in that.
me too, yeah.
And I didn't like that either.
Became so defensive and slow. Some racks and eyeball would last 35 minutes.
Yeah, break them, and wherever it stops, shoot.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
I was thinking exactly that when you mentioned it.
It just gets so tedious,
It gets what?
tedious, slow,
Tedious, yeah.
drudgery. Ends up being a safety most of the time. The other guy can play safe too. It's just, I don't know. I think everybody just plays it because that's what the rules have always been, but I don't think there's any thought put towards it. Why is it in there, and what does it solve? Bustamante winding up easy. Oh, I thought he was going to try to.
Oh, great shot. Great shot. Great speed. He left the hit. He's not happy about it, but I don't think there's any bargain here running out.
No, not at all. You're going to have to go heavy into the 3 here, or at least lightly into the 3, which means the cue ball will retain a lot of speed. It's a hard shot, but it's also not 100% likely you're getting the shot, even if you succeed. So
I think he's got a good safe, just shooting it straight on.
yeah, put the 1 ball over there past the 8 up near the side pocket, maybe down by the 5, and leave the cue ball there by the 3 if you can.
He shot my shot, and he did it pretty well.
Very nice.
He's got a 2-rail kick. Big ball, but you don't have to get the best of the hit.
Well, I think Boosty's looking at 1-rail kick here. I think he's looking to go right past the 6 and just into the rail and into the
he
back
can
of the
do
1.
that. I thought there were too many obstructions that path, but he's liking it. Might even make the 1 in the far corner,
Got back to the rail. It's a legal shot.
but he's sold out. He's not happy about that, but why would you be?
Yeah, I mean, he tried to play a shot. It didn't work out. That was a testimonial to how good the safety was. Put Boosty in where he's in jeopardy.
He's going to go 2 rails to the 3.
Second rail didn't count, so he just went 1 rail.
You're right.
We're joking around. Danny usually says that when I say something about going 3 rail or 2 rails or. Yeah, this is weird. He didn't really get the right angle to get on the 6 other than for a combination here. And that's not an easy combination. 2 feet apart at least. 10 balls a foot from the pocket.
Well, here comes the combination.
this is the world champ and the world number one on the WPA, but this is not an easy shot.
Made it look easy.
Oh, drilled it home. 6-6 is our score.
Race to 5.
Took me longer to describe that it was difficult than it did for him to rifle it in. 912, 895 our TPAs here. 6-6. How do they arrive at the TPA, Danny? Do you know?
The TPA? Mm-hmm. Pat invented it.
No, but how do you determine what it is?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Pat for me.
No, I'm going to inform you because there's probably other people that also
you
don't know.
All right.
I do.
Well, let's
hear it. It's very educational. You take all the balls that you pocket, okay? You keep track of that. And then you take all the mistakes that you made, and the mistakes would be listed as this: a scratch on the break, a missed shot, a scratch during the course of play, a failed kick attempt, what else we got?
Bad position,
and a bad safety, okay? And you add all your errors up during the course of the match, and then you take all the balls that you make and add them to the total misses, and you take the larger figure and divide it into the smaller figure, and that's how we get to 895 or 909 or 636 in my case, whatever it might be. But it's very, very insightful because it teaches you a lot about the importance of the one ball. One ball in that figure has just as much value as a 9 ball. And making balls without mistakes is what it's all about. Co-set the break, game number 13. Nice square hit. Made a ball, made a couple balls. Position. Yep.
Well, I hope the people like that little bit of information because I got a little bit about, I took a train from San Antonio to Dallas, and I was sitting next to a cattle baron. And while we were riding, he looked way out there. He said, "Friend, that's my herd out there." He said, "How many cows do you think are there?" I said, 1,869. After a while, and he said, "Wow, that's right. How did you know that?" I said, "I got a system. I count the legs and divide by 4.
Very good, Daddy.
Look at that stroke he put on it.
Yeah, that was a good hit.
Just a high ball. He didn't want English because that would have lost the cue ball a little bit. He got good here.
And that was just using the accuracy to the pocket to create that rather than trying to manipulate with side spin.
Well, it wouldn't matter, but he'd like to make both balls here to save him one stroke. He listened.
Yeah, he got a little funny, too. Pretty straight. So I don't think he'll be able to get the cue ball much closer. He may have to just draw back.
Well, it'll be good enough.
Yeah,
but then the 8 to the 9 will be different. Yeah, he'd like to get pretty full on the 8. That'll help him get to the 9. He's got work to do.
Yeah, he did well with where he was at. That's about all he had.
Now what do? You go 2 rails?
No, I think he can kill it. I think he can just trickle it out there about a foot and a half. Just slow roll this in. Play the 9 in the side.
Extreme angle on the 9.
That's not too bad. I mean, yeah, there is some angle, I agree, but that's the easiest.
You don't have anything to do with it because the 10 is right there.
Right.
If you had to go somewhere off this 9, it would be a little problem. But right now you could cinch it, and you got the 10. Good shot.
Yeah, good speed. Playing well. Okay, so Ko, another break and run out. That's 2 in the match. Takes the lead, 7-6. Both players now over 900. 910, 912. We recognize this as being the best played match by both players this week.
You know, and it means that it's a shame that one of them have to lose.
No doubt about it. Well, I said it earlier, nobody's going to really lose, just somebody's going to run out of time because neither player is making any errors. Four and 5 ball behind the head ball. Oh, you got the ugly kiss there.
Made the ball on the side, too. He made another one.
And everything, look at this. Everything's pretty routine.
Yeah. Hoping he knows that this game is over. No two balls near each other. Good shot, good speed. No problems now. That was the only little problem, maybe. No, everything else sitting great.
Now you got to be a very experienced and savvy pro to stand in here and face the other man playing this well and not buckle at all. Lifetime of playing experience here on display. Glides the 8 in the pocket. Cue ball falls on the 9. Pretty nice. Looks like Boosty will stun forward a little bit. We'll draw back a little bit. And the painful scratch on the break for Ko turns into a victory for Bustamante. The match is tied, 7 games apiece.
Race to 4 now.
We've seen so far in the tournament after 14 games, Francisco Bustamante shooting an Accu-Stat over 920. So put your hands together for who we've seen so far. And after 14 rounds here, all tied up, 7 games apiece.
Let's see the break shot again here.
Here we go. Cue ball's hopping. Here comes the 3. Boop, chipped it in. Off it goes. That was the ugly kiss. Yeah. Was not going to scratch until the That hurt, and that's cost already one rack and perhaps more. You know, all ball fouls, Danny, but we haven't had any of those object ball fouls, have we?
I found that out years ago when I played in straight pool tournaments. No one ever fouled, except Marino's hair brushed the ball. In the hippie days, his hair was like 2 feet long, and it brushed the balls. But other than that, I wondered about all that. I said, look at this, fouling everything. And when I'm playing in a pool room, I'm always touching the ball. But
Yeah, me too.
in the tournament, no foul.
Look at Boosty's break now. He parked the cue ball pretty nice. Couple balls sifted in. One ball straight in. 2 balls over the pocket. 3 balls near a corner pocket. So, not an easy rack to get out, but it's certainly a runnable rack. He'd be disappointed if he doesn't run out.
He trickled one in.
Yeah, this is a little bit sensitive, the issue from 3 to 4, because it's on the left-handed side of the table. Boosty's looking, does he want to play an angle, try to go 4 rails? Does he want to try to power draw? That's what he's deciding right now where he wants to go. It looked like he settled on the 4 rail position. Now he's winding up like he's going long distance. Uh-oh, he's playing the bank position. Look at this.
I was going to suggest that.
Yeah.
I was going to suggest that.
World class. World class.
Very intelligent shot. I wish I would have said that, because you were mentioning all the ways to do it. And this is the automatic way.
Look at Boosty. This guy has not lost a step, Danny. I'm sorry. I just can't even remotely agree with that. This is as good as it gets.
Well, is the point in the way? Is he going to hit the point?
No, I think he's just free of that.
He did hit the point a little bit, but didn't hurt him so far.
He looks up in the air and realizing that he came very close to being hooked. Now we're going to see 3 cushion position, I believe.
Yeah, but the third rail don't count.
However, you can get to the center of the table anyway. I think that's the way he's going to go about it.
Well, he's going to get to the center. Can't miss getting to the center, I don't think.
Oh, he's going 2 cushions. Okay, straight across. He's not going to get close to this. Oh, he was able to manipulate that even more than I thought.
He got good.
Yeah.
These veterans like Bustamante and Efren, in the rotation games, whatever they decide to do, you know it's the right way. Don't you feel that way?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, impeccable shot selections. Boosty kind of muscled up, hit the heart of the pocket, got that back where it's just 2.5 feet away from the object ball. Great job there to get that close.
50-yard line.
Yeah, he kind of decelerated to that one. I think he'll be a shot maker. Boy, this would be tragic to give this game away.
I don't think he will.
7-7's our score currently. Good job there, Bustamante. Nice break and run out there. Very solid. Bustamante takes the lead, 8-7.
8-7 as we head to rack 16.
Bustamante at 9:30 now on the TPA. This is really fun.
It's the rack track.
And Bustamante put on a pretty good flurry there in the middle with 4 consecutive wins. Chico opened up 4-1 in front. Look at Co's brother. He's got his headset on. He's looking at his iPhone. What did we do without iPhones before? We didn't even talk to we don't even talk to each other anymore.
Brutal.
It is.
What about the GPS?
Well, that's a good
Driving.
tool.
I can't believe it. I still don't believe it.
Bustamante made a ball. Where's the one going to check up? Is he going to get a shot? The 8 hung. That'll help. Oh,
He's not the one.
Listen, life is good for the Bustamante fans here. He's got a shot. He can a big ball over there with the 8. Everything else is pretty open.
And he's proving that he's not done yet. We've been informed that before this match, the highest score was 862 for a player. This is unbelievable.
And that was on the 10-footer only we're talking about, of course.
Oh, right.
We'd see many 900s on the 9-footer. Quite a different feat on a 10-foot table. Yeah, we always say it, but you can just see serious momentum is built up here. Last time that Co was at the table, he was in front 7-6. Fell short, didn't he?
Very short. I don't think he could shoot it.
No, I think he's going to cut it. I feel confident he is going to end up cutting it.
Yeah, he's close enough to hit the paint, which he can do.
The side pocket scratch is in play, though, because it's got that where when he cuts the 5 into the pocket, which is a thin hit, but it's going to put just a little hint of outside English on there, makes the 2-cushion scratch in that side pocket. Possibility. Bustamante will have to insert just a hint of inside spin to negate some of that. Cannot risk making the 5 and scratching. Boosty sizes it up.
Yeah, he's going to make it. Case of position now.
Very pure and very smooth.
And he got position also.
Audience recognizes that good shot. Once again, he's got that little funny angle that makes it play difficult. You can just kill the cue ball and settle for the long shot, or you can draw over and add the power to this shot.
Well, I don't think it's so funny because all you got to do is make the 7. Look where the 9 is. Just get position on the 7, which he did. Tough to go wrong now.
Heart of the pocket. Just going to slow roll, I think. Glides in there. Bustamante's 4th break and run out of the event. And there it is. Oh, there you go. 9-7.
Francisco Bustamante leads.
Timeout, Cole Penye.
And a quick timeout.
Hey everybody, we're back. More excitement to come. By far the best match of the entire tournament. We've had a lot of great matches. This is even better than that. Bustamante on a unfinished run now. He was trailing 7-6. He's now in front 9-7. And breaking. 6 ball, enters the side pocket.
Made 3.
Look at this. 2 balls going to give him a shot. Not an easy shot.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know on this. I called it before that he should go, but I don't know if he's going to be willing to. He's got some serious momentum, but I think defense is going to be the order of the day here. Don't give up your lead that easy.
like you said earlier, you never know what Bustamante's going to do. He's thinking about it. The 3 is not far from the side pocket, but it looks like he's going to play safe.
He's banking it.
And making
really
it.
With a win.
Look at this.
that. There was a
They got
win attached
position.
there. A safety and a win.
What a great shot.
Man. Boosty.
There's no problems here. He's going to get on the hill first.
Well, let's get the 7, 8, 9 out of the way here first before we go there. Still things that can happen. There's a good chance of it, though, Danny. I'll give you that.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Oh, I have implicit faith.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You know this is a tough table.
They're making it look like a bar table.
I know it. Wish I could have ever got to see like Greenleaf and the greats of that era play on 5x10s to see if it looked anything like this. I guess it must have, but it's hard to
But it wouldn't have
conceive.
been 10 ball, and that's your favorite game. You would have had to watch straight pool.
I love straight pool. I grew up on straight pool.
You grew up pretty big, too.
Yes. Look at this, all the way up.
He got there. He did get there. People don't want to applaud. That was a great shot.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
He cheated the pocket a little bit to get an angle.
Comes Efren down to watch his countryman here. Good shot there, too. Good comeback shot. 2 stop shots now for yet another consecutive break and run out.
Well, Copagny is worried about ever getting back to the table.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Super performance here.
9:43, I guess.
He was trailing 4-1 in this match, and it really wasn't through much of his own fault. He'd scratched on the break. Then, as the match entered the 7-6 stage where Ko was in front, he got kissed into a scratch on the break. Bustamante ran that game out and now followed it up with 3 more break and runouts to put himself on the hill, 10-7 in front.
Well, Copagny knows, you're going to be in this game. You're going to have to accept this kind of thing because it'll happen again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd be delighted if I ever played a match like Copagny's played this match. He's played very, very well. Twice, Bustamante hooked him and saved, and Ko kicked it in and ran out. I mean, Bustamante's really played remarkably well to overcome all that. 4-1 back and then lost 2 games to kick shots from great safeties. 4 and 6 right behind the 1. Oh, Boosty. Overjuiced it. Totally his fault. That one went directly into the side pocket. And the run, but that's 5 break and run outs in this race to 11. Bustamante's won 10 games, 5 of them by virtue of break and run out.
Well, now he's got to sweat out this kid running out. He's capable.
Well, he only needs 4 games, so of course, yeah, Bustamante just rattled off 4 pretty easy.
Well, I think that when you get on the hill, whatever you do, control the cue ball on the break. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think Bustamante had all that. He's thinking I'd love to finish off this set with another break and run out, so I'll make sure I get a ball in. And in so doing, he lost the cue ball.
Well, Copagny now is under a lot of pressure because he knows he can't make another mistake. This is pretty good money.
$16,000 to the winner, $8,000 for second place, $4,000 apiece, third and fourth. Win 2 matches, you got the $4,000. Wish we had a tournament like this every week, Danny.
Oh, so do the players.
Yeah, this would be tremendous.
It would be. You need a guy like Donald Trump to sponsor it.
Funny angle here on the combination.
Right, he's going to have to play position for the 4. I think he'll go one rail forward. He didn't quite do it. A little weak. So
Off angle now bank.
he sees his last chance slipping away.
Yeah, it's an awkward bank.
You know, it's not straight in, it's a cut. Well, don't be stubborn. You know, play safe. You might get another opportunity.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to play safe, but he probably should play safe.
Yeah. Now, he's a young man. When you're young, you want to shoot. Let's see what wisdom he has. Oh, he knows about that. Don't make another mistake. You didn't get position. Don't be stubborn and think you're supposed to shoot because you were supposed to run out. That's the thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there.
Yeah, sure. Does Bustamante have a bank back here past the 8?
Oh, he's got a bank, but I don't know how good that is.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying
He's got it. He's got it. Best part of it is it'll be long if you don't miss. He didn't miss by much. He didn't lose his head, though. No easy shot here.
Oh, look at the angle on the overhead here. This is not a palatable shot here. Because you got to power up a little bit. You at least got to get to the center of the table. Have a funny angle. You have to have a real smooth transition from backswing to foreswing here. Mission accomplished. Great job.
No problem.
Great job.
Well, you know, he hasn't given up yet. I remember Irving Crane saying that kids got heart, and if you don't have it now when you're young, you're not going to get it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, but some of us train too, but the mentality, a lot of times when players get hit with a big flurry, they kind of just go through the motions after that. They're mentally defeated. We have none of that here. It's complete relentless positivity.
Perfect shot there. Got the angle to go one rail to the 9 and the side. It's automatic. Now it's like you say, stop, stop.
Yeah, 10-8 now. Yeah, Bustamante got to still be concerned because, you know, you don't have to get another good turn.
He's a good player.
It's not a foregone conclusion. This guy's shown no propensity to quit.
They're both shooting where you could win the tournament.
Oh, yeah. They're going to be a serious threat, and not just this year, but for many years coming, the standard. Some of the other matches, I offered some of my positive accolades and some negative criticisms towards each of the players, but There's no weakness here to criticize. Well, what would you possibly criticize about either one of these guys? They have great attitudes, and they understand the game. They play the shots. They break well, bank well.
And they got heart and knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, everything, the intangibles. These are two great role models for anyone watching that would like to learn to play better pool. Emulate one of these two guys and you'll be miles ahead. Powered up, got the cue ball behind the side pocket. Dry break though.
Yep.
Yeah, I really can't fault him. Look how many balls came to this end of the table. He hit him pretty square and got quite a bit of ball action.
Nothing found the pocket.
No, the deal is Bustamante makes your break feel weak because his is so powerful and so productive.
Well, we're going to see a safe here.
This would be like a 2 or 3 cushion safe. Just drop the one on the end rail. No, he's banking it.
I'm surprised he did that.
Well, he was trying to win. Look at this. Look at where the
Trying
cue
to
ball
win,
is.
he didn't have a real good bank. He's trying to win, of course.
Well, I'm saying, look at how it turned out. It was the other side of it. Even if he misses, he doesn't have to sell out. The cue ball's down there underneath the 8, straight in on the 2.
It didn't have to turn out this way, but it did.
And Ko has kicked in 2 balls like this and got out twice in this match so far. He's going to have to do it again.
Well, I don't see any physical way to kick it in.
No, well, you could off the back or something could happen here, but I'm just saying, just making the point that Bustamante's really put him in a lot of predicaments here. That's a nice shot. It's a foul, but a good effort.
Now it could be over. Little work to do.
Yeah, the 4.
Four's not sitting good unless you want to play the combination. I don't know. He's looking at the 4 because he knows that's the real problem ball.
Now, Bustamante made some good judgments earlier. Remember when he played that bank position? I was saying 3 or 4. He might play position to play a bank. Looks like he wants to try to billiard the 9 here. No, I think he's going to play position for the bank on the 4. It's a tricky stage of the match right here.
You want to get out here, Boosty, because this kid is close enough
and
to get out.
Yeah, you might not get this good of a turn again. You certainly want to make a good pass at the 4 ball. Boosty's a good closer too, Danny.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
He's a killer. He's a nice guy, but he is a killer on the table.
I think he's going to play for the 4 in the far corner.
Yeah, he might be able to attack the cue ball over that way right now.
He's going that way.
Well, what I mean is, and now he can play for precise position because he's probably not going to be hooked should he fail. So he can still defend himself. But if he gets the precise position, then he can possibly get out.
Well, he's going to try to get there.
He's not going to like this.
No, he didn't get there.
No. I thought he was going to slide across, and I was wrong. So
could he hit the 4?
I don't know. If he could hit it, he could possibly bank across side. He's looking. Bustamante. What you gonna do here? Yeah, it looks like on the overhead. I don't know whether he can hit the side of the 4. Yeah, maybe. He's down there like he can.
And if he could, it banks.
He'd go look at the bank, though, before he shot, if he was going to bank it. Yeah, he's playing safe. Leave a 3-ball combo here. I think he's going to play that combination.
It's sitting pretty good.
Yeah, it's not great, but on the other hand, the safety's not easy here. And you don't even win with a good safety. A good shot here, he could still possibly win.
Well, he's definitely going to play it.
You know,
Happy to be getting another chance.
soft speed makes pocketing the 3-ball combination a bit easier, but then it doesn't really lead to position. But if you use the power to protect the cue ball so you can get position, then you add risk to missing the shot. Yeah, this is distasteful all the way around. I generally default towards just trying to cinch the ball, and then I'll try to defend myself because I didn't get position rather than try to play position from this. But you might be better served to go ahead and take your risk right now. Interesting decision here, shot selection-wise.
I don't think he's going to roll it. I think he's going to stroke it a little bit. He did, and he didn't make it. He sold out. Yeah.
Well, he's playing to win. I can't fault him on his decision to use the extra pace because it's probably the best time.
Yeah, you don't want to lose with a phony safe.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a safe. I'm just saying, but to just cinch the 3-ball, you're still got to get through another safety battle because you're not going to get position. Here, he tried to do something, and wasn't like he hit it poorly.
I think he can brush the 5 and have the 5 in the same pocket as the 4.
Can't tell. Bustamante's tipped so far from the cue ball here. I cannot tell what he's doing.
He did it.
Yeah, you good call, Danny. Power 2 cushion shot.
Our stroke. Is the 9 in the way now? Going forward.
Oh boy, yeah, it's hard to. I think he's okay.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. Yeah, I got a feeling this match is over.
Man, think how much fun it must be to play pool. If you can play this good on a 5x10 and you get a hop up on a 4.5x9. This table's 25% larger. Good shot there. Spun it out. Boosty stalks the table, collect himself a little bit mentally, make sure he gets on the right angle here. He doesn't want to have to fight with the rest of these 3 balls. Get the coast on out with good position all the way.
Yeah, he's pretty good here. He can get pretty full on the 9. Just rolling it in. Perfect. Perfect. We're going to see a draw stroke now. Bustamante is seeing the goal line. Oh, is he going to be able to cue the ball because of the pocket? Look at this. Oh, this is not over yet. This is very missable, Mark.
Tell me about it. I know all about missing this one. That's what led me to the broadcast booth, wasn't it?
That's something.
Bustamante. Great
Good shot.
performance there.
Very good shot.
Yeah, really enjoyable match, Danny. How do you feel about any turning points in there you want to discuss? Or
No, because they both played real well, and I don't think they made a mistake to lose the match. Bustamante hit him with a run at a time when he needed it. I can't say anything, you know.
Well, you're right. He came with a flurry right at the right moment. So,
Yeah, I
On
don't
behalf of
see
Mark
anything
Wilson.
you could talk bad about.
on behalf of Mark Wilson, Danny DiLiberto, so long for just a while.